Meantime, you make it clear technology is what's going to help us solve this problem. But at the same time, technology is what's also making the problem worse in perpetuating the misinformation that climate change is a hoax on social media. How frustrating is that for you?
Well, I'm not sure how much. I know in the case of the pandemic, there's a lot of crazy conspiracy things out there, and that is widespread and affecting mask use and openness to vaccination. In climate, yes, we're probably likely to get that, particularly as we succeed in getting governments to have aggressive policies. Understanding why some people don't see this problem or feel a need to deny the problem. I think we have to be, very thoughtful about who will they trust to be convinced. Who could go out and look at these coral reefs, or look at the heat wave, or just look at the model. It shows that the beaches in lots of places will be gone. This is because it's a multi-decade task. We being shrill may not be the way to get going. So lots of education, and that's part of the goal of the book, is to get people talking about, wow, if we were going to commit, there should be a real plan, not just things that seem effective, like divesting this stock or that stock, and which is a fine thing to do if people feel like that, but it's not. To actually reduce the emissions, you have to change the way you make steel. There's just no kind of metric or divestment or blocking traffic that alone will get rid of those emissions.
So you've never just wanted to pick up the phone and call Mark Zuckerberg and say, hey, this is really slowing me down?
Well, Mark, he's got to maintain kind of an open platform, and on vaccine things, they've stepped up to try and get the egregious stuff out of there. I have a good dialogue with Mark. I think he's been put in a hard position in terms of what the government rules or what a company should do to let debate continue, while you have the really extreme stuff that drives people into sort of a non-reality position. How do you distinguish those things, and who's supposed to do that when you have millions of messages every hour?
At the same time, you recently said you think Trump should and eventually will be let back on Twitter. Why support that when he spreads so much misinformation about issues like climate and vaccines, which you care about?
Well, there's a question whether labeling things is better. I mean, those messages are likely to show up somewhere. It's a country with a First Amendment. And so, do you want to have one party have one social network and the other party have another social network? This, unlike climate, where I'm in talking to the best scientists and funding it, the way we draw the boundaries on social networking, I don't have that solution, but I know that we need very smart people at Facebook and universities trying to say, how do you draw the line there? I haven't seen a proposal where you go, wow, if you do that, then it's as open as it needs to be and the crazy stuff goes away. And I look at every idea. So, I think this is a societal challenge.